For entertainment on broadcast television.
You can order our next feature at the push of a button.
They've got all my favorite movies on cassette.
Over 10,000 videos.
And it's really disgusting, and it's really, really good.
Thanks, I'll just look around. I'm sure I'll find something.
Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you. And this is going to be a few reviews on some of the new stuff that I've had the last sort of week or two. But I haven't had a chance to do it with other things going on, like Iron Maiden and finishing the Hammer films and stuff. So, I'm going to start with this box set that turned up, that was pre-ordered a while back, and it's the Arrow Video Store one. Enter the Video Store, Empire of Screams. It's a 5-disc set if you don't already know. I have done another video on an unboxing of this. If you want to watch it, I'll put a link below for it so you can see the contents and everything. I will sort of take it out and show you the films as I'm telling you what I think of them. I just won't go into, revealing all bits and bobs and posters and stuff. Like I said, I have done a video on that. So then, what I thought I would do with this, these are sort of like numbered in a way. The first disc, the catalogue number is FCD 2381-5. I lie. That's the last one. So I'll say that's the fifth one. The fourth one is FCD 2381-4. Then 3, then 2, then 1. So I thought, right, I'm going to start with number 5 because it's science fiction. And you all know where I think of science fiction. So I thought, right, I'm going to get the garbage out the way. And then I can look forward to like the horror stuff because I'll go in reverse. So, the first one that I watched, I hated the title. It looked like it was going to be a Transformer film. And it's, I'd never heard of it before. And it's Robot Jox. So I put it on, expecting, to be bored out my skull. And I tell you what, I absolutely loved it. I had such a ball with this film. It's quite deceiving that when you see that, like this big robot, it's funny and it's so 80s cheese. It's how these things are operated. See that little bit there? They've got to get inside there. But to operate it, they've got to do what the robot's doing to make it work. So if you want the robot to walk forward, they've got to walk on the spot. And as they move their arms, so if they want to hit somebody with the robot, I swear to God, I was absolutely in creases. Not because it was bad, but because I was just having that much fun with it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I thought it was going to be utter bilge. I will show you the replacement artwork because I struggled to pick which artwork to use because all these newly commissioned artworks are absolutely stunning. Some of them, this one, a classic example, is actually better than the original theatrical artwork. But, because I'm such a sucker for original theatrical artwork, I've reversed them all. But at least when you open it, you've got it all on the booklet and on the disc and on the inside, which is a clear sleeve. So you're still going to get to see that amazing artwork. And that goes for all of them. They're all fantastic. Robot Jocks. Briefly, I forgot about this bit because it's right at the beginning. It's 50 years after a nuclear holocaust. I've seen that. I thought, yeah, I'm going to hate this. War is no more. And it's like, I remember it saying, like, war is now illegal. And what they've got to do if they've got beef, if one country's got beef with another one, they've got to battle it out 1-to-1 in a robot thing. What a blast. I swear to God, it is funny. It is so entertaining. And this is coming from me, the sci-fi hater. The thing is, it's not like flying around in space going pa-choo, pa-choo, pa-choo and whacking everybody with sabers and stuff like that. It's really enjoyable. It's a bit like an action film, really. So, yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed that. That's Robot Jocks. And the second one, which was like disc number 4 that I watched, this one's called Arena. I've not heard of this either. If you've got this box and you're a horror fan as well, fun fact, if you didn't recognise him, the main one, the blonde fella here, he is in Creepshow 2. He's one of the guys on the raft, the sporty one with the yellow swimming trunks with the long curly blonde hair. The bragging one, the one who drives the car. That's that dude. And I thought I was going to hate this one as well. After I watched Robot Jocks and enjoyed it, I thought, nah, I'm not going to get 2 sci-fis on the trot. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Look at that. This reversible and newly commissioned artwork is just stunning. I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who painted these newly commissioned artworks commented on my last video when I unboxed it, telling me that it was like, my reaction was everything he wanted to hear. He was so pleased. And I was like, are you pulling my pudding? He says he's being serious, but I've only got his word for it. But apparently, he's the artist who did all these reverse sleeves. The person who did the box was a different artist, because I thought he meant he did that one. No, he did these, and they're beautiful. But, like I said, I'm a sucker for original artwork. This one, in the far future, 4038, Steve Armstrong, Paul Satterfield from Creepshow 2. I hadn't read that before. I just dived in, I didn't read it. A short order cook, desperate for money, becomes the first human in 50 years to compete in an intergalactic boxing event on the far side of the universe. Can he prove that a human has what it takes to be the champion? So it's like Monster Wars, robot. It's like all these different creatures and aliens like fighting each other in this ring. But because he's such a good fighter, like, to make money, he starts and fights them. Yeah, it's like a futuristic Rocky. It is. It's amazing. I'd never heard of it before, and I tell you what, both of these, if I saw them in the shop on their own, I'd have walked past them. It's just when I seen this, something was telling me that is beautiful. Want, and I'm so glad I did. So that's Arena. Such a good film. I don't know which I enjoyed the most out of those two, because I really like them. So we're bang in the middle, which either way you go now. This is disc 3. Heard of this since the 80s. Never seen it. Cellar Dweller. So this was the first horror one out of the box that I saw. And I thought, this could go either way. This is going to be either really good Oh, it's going to be absolute bilge. Look at that. That's the newly commissioned. And that's the original. I think on this one, I do like this one better, but very, very slightly. It's more 80s, but these are reversible artworks. It's too close to call on some of them. And like I said, there is some I like better. The first two there, the reverse artwork looks better, especially on that one. But for the 100th time, I'm a sucker for the original artwork, good or bad. Cellar Dweller. Colin Childress, Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator, a comic book artist. I'm seeing my memory, so I'm thinking, yeah, it's this one. With a penchant for the macabre, takes inspiration from an ancient tomb and dies in mysterious circumstances. Years later, his house is now an art institute run by Mrs. Briggs, which is Yvonne DiCarlo from The Munsters. When the new student, Whitney Taylor, arrives and occupies the cellar that used to be the Childress' studio, an ancient evil is accidentally unleashed. You kind of know how it's unleashed when Jeffrey Combs is drawing at the beginning. This, for me, is a little hidden gem, because I'd never seen it, and I watched it. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the greatest film on the planet, but my God, what a good time I had with this. I really enjoyed it. It was something different, and it's so corny and far-fetched, it could only be from the 80s. But you do see the monster in it. And then at the end, I thought, wow, I did not see that twist coming. But then something else happened, I'm thinking, so which was it? I don't know. Either way, such a fun film, and none of these go over an hour and 35 minutes. And I think the shortest one was it this one? Yeah, it says 78 minutes, but that's including all the titles and everything, so you're looking at about an hour and a quarter. So that's Cellar Dweller. Really, really enjoyed it. And the second from last one, which is disc 2, this one was my favourite out of them all. I absolutely loved this one. Never seen it. I hadn't seen any of these films. I have got this one already, because I got it for about £3 in HMV, but it was on 88 films, and I've never watched it. Because I look at the front cover and think, I'll watch it another day. I'll watch it another day. My God, I wish I'd watched it soon. I loved it. Dolls. What a film. It's amazing. I loved it. There's a family, there's a bloke and a woman who you find out are together, but there's a little girl in the back. He's her father, but she is the stepmother. And the car comes to a halt in this mud, gets stuck. They're horrible to the kid. They are horrible to her. And it gets out the car, and they come across this house. So they go to this house. It looks like a big sort of gothic place, so like something you'd see in a Hammer film. And let them stay the night. And he gives us. He starts talking to the little girl, saying, "Do you like toys?" And obviously she's walking around with this doll. She loves toys and stuff. Well, she had a teddy, sorry, and the evil sort of whatever it is stepmother threw it away. So he gives her a Punch and Judy doll to look after. And things start happening. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's such a damn fine film. I loved it. How I haven't seen it up until now, I don't know. But I love that film. And I'll show you the reversible artwork. Look at that. Some of the expressions that the kid does, I know it's a girl, but if you watch it, look at some of her facial expressions. You know Tommy Doyle in the original Halloween when they go, do you know what happens on Halloween when they're bullying him? And he goes, yeah, we get candy. And he kind of does this thing and he gets little dimples there. She's the spit of him. The little lad who plays Tommy Doyle. But yeah, I mean, I loved it as well to see that this is actually an 18. 15, 12. Oh, and Cellar Dweller was an 18. So the two horrors are both 18s. But this one, for me, definitely my favourite one in the box set. Dolls. And the last one, which is actually disc 1, I thought I'm either going to love this or hate it. I didn't love it, and I certainly didn't hate it. I did thoroughly enjoy it. It took me a while to realise what was going on. It's Dungeon Master. He's got a computer and he's got a girlfriend. Girlfriend's jealous of the computer because he talks and arranges things for him. And what I didn't understand, there was something weird that when they're asleep in bed, he leaves his glasses out and the computer's on, and this like green light comes onto the glasses lens, and then he just wakes up in this like strange place, this different land with all this like futuristic gear on. And it turns out it's this Dungeon Master who keeps dragging him into these different situations because he wants to challenge him. But he doesn't know what he's challenging him for. And in the end he says, right, if you can do all these challenges, I'll let you both go. But if you fail, I get your girlfriend. Type of thing. What I loved about this as well, one of the sequences when they get pushed into this place features the band Wasp. I love Wasp. I always have done since 1984, and it's like it is the debut era. This is the front cover of the debut album. And they're just so bizarre. I've seen them live, and they are the loudest band I've ever seen. But yeah, I'll see if I can see Blackie Lawless on here as well. Blackie Lawless is the singer. No, however, the new artist has. There he is. He's even on the disc. That's Blackie Lawless from Wasp. Yeah, so this is the artwork. This is amazing, and you get this, which is it's just like a little novelty Arrow video store card. Look at that. That is far better than that. But if you turn the odd one round, all the spines are different. So if you are watching, I'm really sorry, mate, but I love the artwork. But it's just I'm so thingy about, you know, Dungeon Master, cracking film, but the worst of the lot. And that's the worst, and I enjoyed that one. So that all 5 films in that box set I thoroughly enjoyed, and I swear to God, for 55 quid, you're getting 5 Blu-rays in separate cases. You're getting this beautiful sturdy box with new artwork, and you're getting that thick booklet, and they've even put a slipcover on it. You can't fall off for 55 quid, and I can tell you what, I cannot recommend this box set enough. Enjoyed every film, had an absolute blast. I could quite easily start them again and watch all 5 now. So if you're on the shelf about this, I would hurry up before it disappears. And to be honest, I would also get this now because I can honestly, it's been that popular, I can honestly see this getting a volume 2, and I'll be there. So that is the Enter the Video Store Empire of Screams box set from the amazing Arrow video. Next up, I watched a 4K disc, which I got off eBay, and I got very lucky. I got it for a really, really good price. I got the American version because I don't like the look of the UK version. In America, you can get the standard one in a slip and a steelbook. In the UK, it's a steelbook only. I didn't want the steelbook. So I got and watched next Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Again, I've done an unboxing about this as well. I can't remember if it's the same in the same video as the Arrow one or not, but whichever I've done these 3 I'm reviewing, I'll leave links below to the other videos if you want to watch the unboxings. This, I'd forgot how good this film was. I've always rated this kind of mid to low in the Tarantino films. But I forgot how good it was. And I think it's definitely gone way up in my estimation. This may well be now top 3 or 4. It's hard to say. It could be top 2. I enjoyed it that much. I also didn't realise that it only goes on for about 1 hour and 40 minutes, I think it is. I thought it was 2 hours or more. 100 minutes, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen this for years, right? I never ever upgraded to Blu-ray, and I never knew why. I think it was because I didn't really used to watch them a lot. But when I used to fancy a Tarantino film and watch it, I enjoyed it. But this was one of the ones I watched the least. I did see this at the cinema when it first came out as well. But when I watched it this time around, wow, absolutely blew me away. And the picture quality on this is absolutely stunning. It is just pin sharp. There ain't a lot of grain, not a lot at all. And the colours in it. If you've seen this, you'll know what I mean when I say Tim Roth on the floor in the warehouse. The red, it looks absolutely stunning. It's fantastic. What a brilliant film. I knew I enjoyed it. I knew it was really good, but I forgot just how good it was. If you've never ever seen this, it's basically a bank heist thing. But all these men are brought together to do the job, but they don't know each other's names. So the guy who organises it, he gives them all pseudonyms. And it's all like Mr. White, Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. Orange. Do not, under any circumstances, tell anybody your first name. Tell them nothing about you. And it might go a little bit wrong. But my God, is this entertaining? The cast in this as well. Michael Madsen is there. Then you've got Harvey Keitel. Is that him? Can't make out which one that is. I thought I was going to say Steve Buscemi, but he's at the back. It is Tim Roth. Doesn't look like him, but yeah, Tim Roth, Quentin Tarantino himself, Steve Buscemi, but it's also got the big guy. I think he's no longer with us. He's in Murphy's Law. He's in loads of stuff. Is it Lawrence Tierney or something they call him? He's in it as well. And the late Chris Penn. If you haven't seen it, you're definitely in for a treat with that one. And I would definitely go for the 4K because the picture quality is absolutely unbelievable. So that's Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Highly recommended. And the last one that I'm going to review is also another 4K, but this is the limited edition set. Like I said, I've done an unboxing of this. This is absolutely beautiful. And this is Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. This is the Universal Essentials collection, which I'm mistaken as an anniversary. Well, it isn't, doesn't say. That's all the stuff you get. If you want to see it in close-up, I'll put a link for the other video, like I said. Quick look at that. That is beautiful. This is just an absolute gem of a film. I saw this at the cinema 6 times. I took my eldest daughter when she was 3. She loved it. The only bit she really got scared of was the bit where the Dilophosaurus opens its fan and hisses and spits. That scared her. I had to cover her eyes for that. And the rest she watched, loved it. I could not get enough of this film when it came out. It was like, I just could not wait for the video to come out. Because I was sick of going to the cinema. And I was like, oh, day one purchase when it come in. Couldn't wait to get it. Like, get it. I had to go and get it from the town, bring it in, and we all sat around and watched it. What a film. If all the other Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films get this treatment, I'm not getting them. I've come to the conclusion now that this is the only one worth watching. Jurassic World, the second one, it's boring. Jurassic Park 3 was better than Jurassic Park 2, but it was a little bit like CGI was a bit and cheaply made. Lost World, I really enjoyed at the cinema. I've watched it once at home and never again. Not the Lost World, Jurassic World. And the second Jurassic World film I got for my birthday on when it came on 3D Blu Ray, I still haven't watched it. And the last one, the complaints I got, I haven't watched it either. For me, this is the only one. They shouldn't have made any sequels. Watch this, forget the others exist. And it's not very often I say that. But it's definitely the case with this. What a film this is. So that's... The picture quality. It looks excellent. However, I did think it was going to be better. I know grain is normal, and it's acceptable, and it's good. That's fair enough. I know all that. But I didn't think this was going to be just quite as grainy as it was. It's not bad. It just looks like they haven't spent enough time on it. When you consider how good Jaws looks, this knocks it out of the park picture quality-wise. Just to compare them. And they're about the same age. I think that was 92. And this was 91. So, yeah, in fact, that one's a little bit older. So there you go. Everybody loves that film who I know has seen it. So it's definitely worth the upgrade. And this thing weighs a ton. It's definitely well worth getting. So that's Steven Spielberg's absolutely amazing Jurassic Park. And that's it, really. I know it's only like 3 things, but you've got to think there was 5 in that box set. Have you got any of these? What did you think of them, especially that box set? If you're umming and ahhing about any of the other 2, or if you've got them, let me know what you think. If you're umming and ahhing about Reservoir Dogs, whether it be the UK one or the US, don't. Just get it, because it looks amazing. Jurassic Park, yeah, it's the film you've always known and loved, but you get all these beautiful extras in. Like I said, I've done videos. I'll leave a link below. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I didn't waffle on too much. And thank you so much for watching, all 2 of you. I really do appreciate it. I do, honestly. And if you have subscribed, thank you so, so much. It does help out a lot, and I do appreciate it. So, yes, I do hope you enjoyed that. And I will be back very soon with another video for you. And until then, you all take care of yourselves. Ta-ta.